Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.
Hello friends, I am Professor Shweta Yadav from Department of Electrical Engineering from Zeal College of Engineering and Research. In today's lecture, we will see single phase half wave rectifier with RL load. Hence before we have seen single phase half wave rectifier for R load. Okay, so in this lecture and from previous lecture, you will compare that what will be the output waveforms for RL load and how there will be the difference if we will be connecting more inductor load with in series with R load. So let's see the circuit diagram for it. So here I will be providing an input wave AC to the transformer. Then I have connected diode to resistance and inductance. So resistance and inductance are in series here. So this is R, this is L, this will be voltage VR across this resistance. There will be voltage VL across this inductance. This is diode D, and I will be saying that voltage across this diode will be VD. Okay. Here I will be getting an output voltage V0. So we will first of all see the working of this circuit. This circuit is for RL load. Circuit for single phase half wave rectifier with RL load. Now we will see a few diagrams. With respect to that diagrams only you will come to know. So first we will see diagram for output wave. So suppose first of all you will see, here I will draw an input wave, so with the difference of pi radians. Then also I will take an output wave here. Then we will take diode voltage, VD, and finally I will take an current IO. So pi, 2 pi and 3 pi with respect to omega t. This is an omega t axis. Okay. So now here I will draw an input wave. Okay. So here input will be given Vm sin omega t. Vs is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay. So this is an input sine wave which is applied to this transformer. This transformer we have taken ratio of 1:1 for simplicity here. Now we will see how the diode will conduct. Okay. So now for positive half cycle, okay, here it will be positive, negative, positive, negative. Okay. So this is positive, means the positive terminal of diode will be positive and this will be negative, and so diode will conduct in this case. Okay. As diode will conduct means this will be acting in a forward biased and it will be same like a closed switch. Okay. So here diode will conduct and then I will get an current across this R and L. Okay, current I0, I will be saying that it will be I0 across this R and L, and in this way we will complete the first half cycle. Okay, so in the first half cycle, due to this current I0, there will be energizing of this inductor. Okay, so this inductor will have some energy due to this I0, as we know that inductor energizes. Okay, so inductor current lags with our resistance current. Okay, so here we will see output for this now. Okay, so output for first half cycle will be same. Okay, so output for first half cycle here it will be same. Okay, which will be Vn. Okay, so it will be same as this Vn. Okay, but now what will happen for the negative half cycle? Okay, so for the negative half cycle, here it is minus, it is plus, here also it is minus, so minus, and this is plus. Okay, for the negative cycle I am using this blue pen here. So here will be minus, here will be plus, and so here as this will be minus plus, this diode will be in a reverse biased and it will act as an open switch here. So there will be no conduction in between this, but as soon as negative and positive cycle starts, before that current is, voltage here is 0. Okay, so before going into negative, here voltage is 0, and as voltage is 0, at that time the inductance starts discharging. Okay, so inductance starts discharging as there will be an means there will be 0 voltage. So whatever the stored energy will be there, it will start discharging. Okay, and so for some time period, that is for time period 0 pi to beta, suppose I will be saying, so for this much time period, here due to this current I will observe output voltage. Okay, and sudden after this time period, after this beta time period, here output will, as this will get, all the current will decay from this inductor, we will get this voltage as a 0, and so for the rest of the negative half cycle, here output I will get 0. Again for the next half cycle also, whenever there will be positive negative, I will get here an output. Okay, so for the negative half cycle, for some period, that is from pi to beta, this much angle, we are getting here output V0. Okay, why? Because due to the presence of this inductance here, and this inductance will de-energize for this much time period, and so we will observe a notch here. Okay, so in the half wave rectifier with RL load, here we are observing this notch like structure at output voltage. Okay, so now we will also see what will be the voltage across diode. So as I said that we will, the way where I will be getting an output voltage V0 here. Okay, so for that whole time period my diode will be 0. Okay, so for not only till pi, but after this pi also till this beta angle, my diode will be conducting. Even though here it is in a negative cycle, due to this current my diode will be in conducting state. Okay, and after that it will become suddenly negative, and here it will be negative minus Vn. Okay, whenever the diode is not in conducting state. Okay, so it will be acting as an open switch, means it is in a reverse biased. At that time it will show a negative voltage, that is peak inverse voltage. Similarly for the positive half cycle also it will be 0, and then after positive half cycle also for some time period it will be conducting, and then it will be again 0. So this is a Vt. So peak inverse voltage here it is, peak inverse voltage it is minus Vm. So now current we will see. So before seeing current, we will first of all see what will be the voltage across this R and L. Okay, so this is a sine wave which I have drawn. Okay, then what will be the voltage across this R? How will it work? Okay, so for time period 0 to pi, my input cycle will be positive half cycle. At that time my voltage across this R will be slightly move forward due to the presence of that current here in this way. So this is my VR, this is my Vs. Okay, and the difference between these both. So this is a shaded portion. Suppose this I will call as a area A. Okay, this is an area A of this shaded portion, and this is an area B of this shaded portion. So this area means this A and B are VL, that is voltage across inductance, which will be Vs minus VR. So here area A will be equal to, or it will represent inductor as charging, and area B will represent inductor as discharging. So in this way, this area A minus area B, that is Vs minus VL, will be given as a VL. Now we will see current IO. Okay. So I output current will be here. So current here will be like, it will be not like our resistive load, because in resistive load the shape of current and voltage was same. So current will slightly go on increasing, and after pi also this current will remain. Okay, so after pi also this current will remain, and that will be till beta. So this current will be in this way. Again it will be 0, again it will increase. So this will be a smooth wave here, we will see for the current. Okay, so now we will see some performance parameters for it. So very first performance parameter is average output voltage. VO output. Okay, so that is nothing but VO is equal to 1 upon T. It is from 0 to T, VO d omega T. So we know, then for time period here it will be from 0 to beta now. Okay, so we will be, total time period will be from 0 to 2 pi, but here active time period or output will be for 0 to beta. So here it will be 1 upon 2 pi from 0 to beta, and input sine wave is Vm sine omega t d omega t. Don't get confused between this B and this beta. This is a B, this is beta. Okay, B means it's an area represented here, and beta is an angle here. Okay, so now I will just simplify this. So this Vm will come outside, Vm upon 2 pi 0 to beta. Inside it will be sine omega t d omega t. I will solve this. So it will be Vm upon 2 pi integration of sine minus cos omega t from 0 to beta. Now I will continue here only, which will be equal to Vm upon 2 pi into minus cos omega t. So I will put these values. Okay, so it will become 1 minus cos beta. So this is a final value of V average voltage. Similarly, for average output current, IO is equal to average output voltage upon resistance, which is equal to Vm upon 2 pi R and 1 minus cos beta. So I have just put this value of V0, V output, average output. But now by observing this, it is seen that this notch is not good in any type of rectifier. So this negative voltage will be not present for any type of rectifier because it can't be eliminated. Okay, so we need to eliminate this notch. So how we will eliminate this knot, we will see. So in this case, this is single phase okay. So I will draw a circuit again here. This is my diode, this is my resistor and inductor load. I will call this D1 diode, resistance, inductance. So this will be an output voltage V0, okay. VR and VL we know very well, okay. So now input will be Vm sin omega t. With freewheeling diode, okay. So by using freewheeling diode, we may take out that notch problem, okay. So here what I will do, here I will put a diode, okay. For timing I am showing in this dotted line, okay. So I will call this as a D2, diode 2. So see, I will first of all explain this with respect of our output wave diagrams. So this is omega t, this will be Vs, okay. So for pi, for 2 pi, for 3 pi, okay. Then I will show you output voltage omega t, I0 current, I will show you here IS current and ID current also. So now for this is a sine wave input, okay. So this is a sine wave input which I will be applying here. So for the positive half cycle, plus minus will be this diode D1 will be in conducting state, okay, and there will be voltage across this VO. So at the same time from 0 to pi radians I will be getting here output, okay. But what the problem was for the negative half cycle. So now whenever this negative half cycle will be there, so minus and this will be plus, so this will be minus, this will be plus. So at that time what will happen, whenever there will be first of all positive half cycle, at that time D1 was getting conducted, okay, and so if here it was plus, okay, first in the positive half cycle it was plus, and so this negative terminal was here plus, and so this diode 2 was in a reverse biased for this positive half cycle, Okay, but what will happen when it will be in a negative half cycle? Whenever it will be in a negative half cycle, that is minus plus, at that time this minus plus will be there, so diode D1 will be in a reverse biased, and as I have said, I am saying that negative voltage will be present here and here will be positive voltage, so this diode will be in a conducting state now. Okay, so for the negative half cycle only, diode 2 will be in a picture, and this is called as a freewheeling diode. So what will happen here? So in the negative half cycle also, this diode will be not conducting, but whatever the energy was stored in this inductor, it will get discharged through this path. Okay, so suppose I will draw this. So now due to this diode, so here suppose this is an open switch now, D1, and D2 will be now closed switch. So now the whatever current was here left, so it will be flowing through this direction across this resistance R. So now diode D2 will be acting as a short circuit path here. Okay, diode D2 will be acting as a short circuit path for ID. Okay, so ID will be suppose current flowing through this diode D2. Okay, so this is acting as a short circuit path, and so whenever there is a short circuit, voltage we will get as a 0 here. Okay, so for this negative half cycle here, for 0 to beta cycle here, okay, so 0 to beta cycle, 0 to beta, I was getting notch before, but now as I have told that due to this diode, here will be short circuit, and for this 0 to beta angle, this will be connecting until and unless this inductor get discharged, and so here my output will be 0 only. Okay, so for this output side, from 0 to beta angle, I will get 0 output voltage, and again for the positive voltage, again this D1 will be conducting, this will get open, and there will be an output. This output will be Vm voltage. But what about current? So if I will take these projections in this way, so my current here will be somehow different. It will be not same like voltage, because current is continuously flowing even though for 0 to beta angle also. Okay, so for this current will be slightly less, and current will be flowing for this angle. Okay, so 0 to beta also here, and here it will be 0 till 2 pi, again from 2 pi to 3 pi plus beta angle it will be there. Okay, so current will be there in this branch, but there will be no voltage, and we need voltage only across this output. Okay, so here we will see for Vd. So Vd means the diode. As I have said that diode D1 will be open circuit, so for 0 to pi cycle only this diode will be conducting. So here it will be 0, and from pi to 2 pi it will be in minus Vm. Again it will be till 2 pi 0, again it will be in minus Vm. Okay, now we will see about Is current. Okay, so Is will be the current. So suppose these are the projections I will be taking, and these are the beta. So Is is a current which is here present. Okay, so current will be here increasing till pi, and suddenly it is becoming 0. Okay, again it will be 0. Okay, so from 2 pi again it will be increasing, and it is becoming 0, and current across D is increasing after this pi, means whenever this is going into negative half cycle, at that time current across this diode is increasing suddenly and it is getting discharged. Okay, again here also it is getting increased at this pi, 2 pi, and it is getting discharged. So for the very small period, that is from pi to beta only, this current is present across this diode. So now in this case also my peak inverse voltage is equal to minus Vm. So suppose we will observe here my average output voltage here. So my average output voltage will be again Vm by pi. Okay, so this notch problem has been eliminated due to addition of this freewheeling diode here, and current will be I0 is equal to as V0 upon R, which is equal to Vm upon pi R. So I will get here, due to the addition of this freewheeling diode, output average voltage and output average current. Okay, so there are three merits by using this freewheeling diode. First of all, it will protect output voltage from becoming zero or negative. Okay, it will protect from becoming negative only. Okay, and as due to this, our system efficiency will increase. Okay, because current is also smooth here, and so system efficiency and our performance will be improved due to this. So these are three merits by addition of this freewheeling diode here. Okay, I hope students you have understood this single phase half wave rectifier with RL load, and thank you for watching this video.
Zeal Education Society, redefining excellence.